Coming up on News Valdosta, 2 people were shot late Thursday evening.
And suspects in several local church burglaries have been identified.
We'll have these stories and more. Your News Valdosta starts now.
Welcome to News Valdosta. I'm Will Knuthia.
And I'm Andre Neptune. 2 people were hospitalized Thursday after a late night shooting in Valdosta. Officers responded to a 911 call about gunshots Thursday evening. When police had arrived, they found 2 people in the street suffering from gunshot wounds, according to police reports. A man had been shot in the torso while a woman had been shot in her lower leg. Both victims were taken by the EMTs to the hospital, where the man is in serious condition and the woman is listed in good condition. No arrests have been made so far, but detectives are gathering witnesses' accounts and physical evidence. The Valdosta Police Department is asking all persons that have knowledge of this incident to contact the department immediately.
Arrest warrants have been taken out against 4 people allegedly responsible for a string of church burglaries. The 4 include 41-year-old Virginia Ann Mixon, 45-year-old Christy Diana Walker, 22-year-old Ethan Alexander Shackelford, and 33-year-old Richard Matthew Burke. The suspects were said to have been stealing music equipment and electronics.
Governor Nathan Deal has signed releases for all first responders to carry the overdose reversal drug naloxone. The releases will affect all EMS firefighters and police officers. Police officer Terry Hawkins says if being armed with this drug will lessen the amount of times he has to see someone take their last breath, he supports it.
Recently, a Facebook post sent parents into panic. It is said that a Valdosta van has been driving, attempting to kidnap children around town. The police have confirmed there are no victims or reports of kidnappings or attempted kidnappings. Police say the vehicle and its owner have been cleared of all accusations.
Following the recommendations of the Valdosta Police Youth Advisory Board, Valdosta High School Principal Janice Richardson and Valdosta Police Chief Brian Childress are hosting a course titled How to Interact with Police, What to Do if Stopped by the Police. The course will be provided to all Valdosta High School students on Wednesday, November 29th at the Valdosta High School. Valdosta police officers will be on hand to interact with the students and answer any questions.
The Valdosta Fire Department had its 2nd annual fireball recently. News Valdosta reporter Andrew Ragsdale has the story.
The fireball went off without a hitch this past weekend. The evening was filled with fun and good charity.
First of all, we obviously, like any opportunity we have to have a charity event to help this organization, the Pink Hills organization, and want it to be more successful. Why don't you come out, have a good time, socialize, spend some time together, fellowship.
This particular event, I love that people in the community have come together to try and raise money for a great cause, something that's really needed in our community.
The whole event was to raise money for Pink Heels, a local Valdosta Fire Department initiative that tries to spread awareness and help those with cancer and other diseases in the Valdosta and Lowndes County community.
Pink Hills is a charity that's local. That's the one thing that I know the guy that started this organization personally, and that's one thing that he wants pushed more than anything is that this is local. 100% of funds stay locally. There's no dues that are sent in. There's none of that. So every dollar that is put in at the community is turned right around and put back out to the community.
Pink Hills, I think, is an organization that anyone would be lucky to be a part of. They go out and they assist, not just, there's no definition of the individuals that they assist, young, old. I think that's great.
The event was a success. The Valdosta Fire Department hopes to have more like it in the future. For News Valdosta, I'm Andrew Ragsdale.
When we come back, we'll have a look at the Little Actor Theater's gift wrapping fundraiser, so don't go away. And we're back with more News Valdosta.
The Little Actors Theater has found a creative way to raise money for their organization. As the holiday season quickly approaches, the local Little Actors Theater gears up to raise money for their organization, but with a little holiday twist. The Little Actors Theater will set up shop December 4th through the 24th in Valdosta Mall Food Court and offer gift wrapping services for donations. 100% of money is raised back goes back to the Little Actors Theater for upcoming productions.
Salis Mahone and J.L. Lomax Elementary Schools inducted students into the Junior Fire Marshals. Students and teachers took an oath to promote fire safety at school and home. The students will exercise safety through the fire drills, essays, poems, and speeches. In the near future, students will begin to raise money to help burn victims and attend summer camps.
Lieutenant Derek Williams has been named Valdosta Fire Department's Employee of the Month. Lieutenant Willis has been employed by the Valdosta Fire Department for nearly 21 years. He has served as the arson investigator and as a fire inspector for the Fire Prevention Division. The City of Valdosta has congratulated Lieutenant Willis for his service to the community.
November 25th is a Small Business Saturday. Many small local businesses will be offering discounts and deals. For instance, Jesse's Restaurant and Catering will be offering a free blueberry pancake with every purchase. Local merchants say more deals like this will be available throughout the weekend.
The Thanksgiving sanitation schedule has been announced for the City of Valdosta. While the City of Valdosta offices are closed on Thursday in observance of Thanksgiving, the sanitation crews will still be collecting garbage on their routes. Only residential garbage will be picked up on Thanksgiving Day. Garbage should be placed out by 5 in the morning on Thursday, November 23rd. This is to ensure their garbage is picked up. All yard waste and recycling will be picked up on Friday, November 24th.
Georgia's abortion regulation have changed. For more information, News Valdosta reporter Hyung Jung Bae has this report.
Every state has different regulation about the abortion. How about Georgia?
Since April 1st, 2017, Georgia abortion regulation has been changed. Even though it passes over 6 months, but it still makes the people confused. So, Janice Warner, who is the surgical technologist at Valdosta Women Health Center, recommends to visit her center right away if you are suffering and considering this problem.
The state of Georgia requires that we talk to you about it if you want it. We can't just ignore you. We have to give you some information. I always refer people to the Options Now. That is a pregnancy support group, and they can give you information.
Also, after 22 weeks pregnancy is totally prohibited abortion without any exceptions.
I don't think it's proper for birth control. Now, I will say that if you go to a perinatologist, a specialist, maternal fetal medicine, and this baby, if your life is in danger or that baby's life is, the life's in danger, they can abort. We cannot. In the state of Georgia.
Georgia Health Department held this regulation on abortion from April 1st, 2017.
We're going to take another short break and then check in with Danae Finkley for today's weather forecast. So stay tuned.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion. I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness. I like balance.
That's why I chose.
I chose Division 2.
Welcome back to News Valdosta. Now for a look at today's weather. The temperature this morning was 41 degrees and is currently about 64 degrees outside. Today we're looking at clear skies all day and leading into the night. The temperature for today is expected to reach a high of 68 degrees. We'll get some cool weather tonight as temperatures will go down to the low 50s with a 0% chance of rain. The humidity will increase throughout the day and will get up to 80% into the night. For tomorrow, we have a mostly cloudy day with a high of 71 degrees and a 30% chance of rain throughout the day, so don't forget to keep an umbrella handy. Today's UV index will reach a 4 on a 10-point scale, and then tomorrow that value will go down to 3. You don't want to let the sunny skies fool you because you can still catch a cold. Make sure you wear a shirt or light jacket as you head out the door. Finally, there does not seem to be much pollen for today and tomorrow, so your allergies should not be affected when you go outside to enjoy the rest of the day. And the Vikings took a shocking loss this past Friday. We'll have this story and some others in just a minute when we look into News Valdosta sports anchor Peyton Childs. So don't go away.
I am a veteran, and my victory was finding the strength to be a champion.
I am a veteran. My victory is having a job I can without.
America's veterans are on the most important tour, the tour of their life.
My victory is finishing my education.
Mine is proving a disability is not a limitation. At VAB, we're on a mission to help veterans and the benefits they come.
My victory is having my new job.
As veterans face their challenges, VAB is there to help. The victory's great and small. I'm a doctor, and my victory is getting the help I need to put my life back. VAB offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support.
I am a veteran. My victory is being there for my
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to VAB.org.
The Lowndes High School Vikings took on the second round of the state championship playoffs this Friday night at Martin Stadium at home in Valdosta. Lowndes had the lead at halftime with a score of 24-7 against the Indians, but the Indians had a flawless comeback in the second half of the game, shooting them to the top and stunning the Vikings, who experienced a shocking first loss this season with a score of 36-31. The Vikings had been undefeated all season long, but it was Valwood who brought home top honors this season. Valwood's football squad squared off against Trinity Christian last Friday. The Valiant football team beat them with a score of 14-9. The win gave the Valiants the state championship and another highly successful season. Last week, our reporter Oscar Vergara went and took a look at how the Valdosta Wildcats are gearing up for their upcoming season. Here's his story.
Good afternoon. I'm Oscar Vergara with News Valdosta. Today, we take a look at how the Wildcats basketball team prepare for the upcoming games this season.
The Valdosta Wildcats basketball team are excited and ready to get the season going. The Wildcats are coming off of a good season last year where they had a record of 16 wins and 12 losses, and a losing record of 5 wins and 3 losses. The Wildcats are definitely going to be trying to better that this season. The Wildcats coach, Antonio Haynes, had a few words to say about this upcoming season.
This season, the outlook is, us going, I never talk about winning losses, I just talk about the kids playing hard. So this year, we expect some kids go out and give everything they have, that type of game. We'll let the results take over. Got some key speeds coming back that's going to lead us. Playing a lot of young guys. But, it's going to take a while. Next week, the best that we can do. I expect us to grow day by day. And come January, February, all things will be able to run that.
Colin Jefferson, the Wildcat player, had a few words of encouragement for the team.
This season, we expect to be a team and be a family. We don't want any conflicts with each other. We try to become adults and we try to protect each other.
That's it for today's practice. Please make sure to come support the Wildcats basketball team on the upcoming games. I'm Oscar Vergara with News Valdosta.
Today, the Wildcats will be taking on Bainbridge in a non-conference basketball game. The game is scheduled for 5:30, but the game will be played at Lowndes High School. The Wildcats are pumped up and are ready for the game. Bainbridge already has 2 games under their belt. They lost against Hampton, but came out on top against Creekside. The Blazer basketball team heated up the courts on Saturday as they faced off against the Tuskegee Tigers. Tyrone Sam led his team with a high of 20 points. The junior guard kept the net hot as he made not one but three back-to-back three-point shots. Though the game was tough, the Blazers came out on top with a score of 75-61. Christmas is closer than a breath away, but don't worry, we have a few shopping ideas for you. We'll show you this right after the break.
We've seen stories of conflict that ended with peace. We've seen stories of hunger and abundance. We've seen the story of
It's about putting others first. It's doing your best at whatever you do. It's about being honest with yourself, with everything. It's all of these. It's more. It's commitment. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
And we're back with News Valdosta.
Even with Thanksgiving just around the corner, the Christmas shopping season has already begun. Black Friday is still 5 days away, but holiday shopping has kicked off the season. Reporter Hayden De La Cruz has this story.
Christmas is just around the corner, and that's no more apparent than here in Valdosta at the Crescent. We're hosting their annual Cottage Christmas Shop. Nestled right beside the auditorium lies the Crescent's beautiful garden, the home of the century-old kindergarten house. Inside, customers are greeted warmly by a wealth of holiday knickknacks and edibles provided by the 7 garden clubs. Members of each club take turns running the shop. I was fortunate enough to speak with one of the members of the Magnolia Garden Club.
We have a lot of arts and crafts that our members have put together, and it's very good for giving Christmas gifts to family, to the children's teachers, and at school and things like that. So we're real proud of our artwork.
The success of the shop is due in no small part to the wonderful selection of gifts. The Crescent offered its very own Christmas ornament, which was also on display this past weekend at the Merry Marketplace. The Crescent will be having many more opportunities for Christmas celebrations. Until the next one, for News Valdosta, I'm Hayden De La Cruz.
That's it for our program today. Thank you for watching News Valdosta. I'm Andre Neptune.
And I'm Wilfred Knuthia. We'll see you next Monday. Happy Thanksgiving.